Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. As of the recording of this, it is the morning of July 4th, 2020, and I have booked a flight cross-country from LAX, one way, no layovers. There is a closer airport, but that would require stopping in another city, landing, reboarding, taking off again. So I'm choosing to go up to Los Angeles International to Central Florida. I'm inviting you to join me. Shall you? The duration of most of the day I will have this on, and I brought a couple backup for my trip, the Uber ride up and while on the airport premises, and continually through the entire flight. And on top of everything else, going from this to this. It's all part of the experience. I have been checking very thoroughly over the past few days and this morning just to make sure that nothing has changed once I land. The state has different policies. Some do and some don't. Florida, where I am heading, has nothing set as of right now in stone that once you arrive, you have to stay put. You are allowed to go out, see things, do things. That had a lot to do with the decision. If it was not that way, I would be staying right here. And as I mentioned, it is a one-way flight. Once I get there, there's no telling how long I might stick around for, because possibly I might not be able to get back, or when I get back here, there might be something in order where once I arrive from Florida back to California, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 3 weeks, it could be a month. I'll just cross that bridge when I get there. But as of right now, everything's a go. I know that was a little bit of a long-winded explanation, but just wanted to throw that out there just so no rumors, speculation, and untruths start floating around. Once I arrive, I'll be checking into my hotel that I have procured for the extent of this journey. In normal situations, I would stay in my parents' guest room, but not this time. Times are different. That was, without a doubt, the quickest I have ever gotten from Orange County to LAX. Very little traffic. There is some here in what they refer to as the horseshoe, but not anywhere near as much as what I'm used to. I've chosen Delta Airlines, and the only reason I did so is because they had the direct flight, no layovers, as of before the 1st of July. So very recently there were no direct flights from here to Orlando, but some have started to pop up, and Delta was the one I chose. And it just so worked out because I am hearing strong rumors that a lot of the other airlines are now not blocking the middle seat. I have a window seat. As far as I can tell, there's no one sitting in the middle row. I would say 9 times out of 10, it's usually American Airlines, but we're changing it up today. Just looking up here on the departure board for which gate I need to go to. Up the escalator I go. I am noticing a lot of sanitizing stations all around. Checkpoint doesn't look too bad. They have the markers here along the ground telling you to maintain. But in all honesty, there's not really a whole lot of people appear to be traveling on this particular day. Yeah, smooth sailing so far. And as par for the course, had to take the shoes off, belt off, remove all electronics, laptop out of the bag. None of that has changed. We now have to get redressed. They did have a new process I had never done before, where instead of showing your boarding pass and then scanning or looking at your driver's license, you put it into this little box item, and then it spits it back out and lets you know that you're available to go through. There is not a beeping noise, but a solid noise, like a beep that's not ending. Weren't a whole lot of options, so I went with Evian. Made in the French Alps. I did the opposite of this from the east to west coast back in early April, and let me say there are a lot more people. It's not busy, but there are a lot more people than when I did that a couple months ago. It's kind of like round 2 during all this. Neither that trip or this one I am not too incredibly excited about taking this mode of transportation. However, I did contemplate getting a rental car, but there is a little bit of a time crunch for future nearly immediate plans, and you know, doing a 3 or 4 day getting hotels along the way just didn't seem. I kind of weighed out the options, but that one and this one during this time I am not real stoked on doing this, but it'll be all right. I did confirm that the middle section of the rows, when I was going up to check that was the right gate, was clarified and confirmed that the Delta has still, as of right now, has the middle row blocked. So I won't be sitting next to anyone, which is going to give me a little space. I have more or less come to the conclusion that I'm doing my part, and if things get a little bit too uncomfortable, then I'll just, you know, move out of the general vicinity. If I had to give an approximate percentage, I would say about 90% of everyone is adhering, which is pretty good. I don't know how, at least here in LA, I don't know how Florida when I arrive will be, but here it's everything is working out well, at least from what I can see. They're making a lot of announcements. Oh yeah, that's another thing they just said. I did have to remove it when I was doing the screening. It was only for 5 seconds so they could check my face along with my ID. Don't know the reason why some establishments are open and others are closed. They also just stated that on what I'm going to be boarding will not be any sort of snacks or food items. So need to go. I'm glad I got the water, and I'm glad I'm kind of watching what I eat so I'm not tempted to get any snacks. So they will not be coming down the aisle with anything. This might be the very first one of these that I've seen, a cardboard Purell dispenser. It's a little backed up, so I'm just kind of waiting back here a little bit. Someone behind me just dropped something. Hello. Oh, thank
you. As you join us in wearing face masks on today's flight and throughout all phases of flight, welcome aboard. We kindly ask that you please have those out and ready and hand it to us while we come through to collect them. Again, we will be coming through the aisle to collect the used hand sanitizers. Please have them out and ready for us. Thank you.
Well, folks on the flight deck, once again, good morning. Welcome aboard. Looks like we're number 1 for takeoff. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure.
but they are handing out, okay, I was incorrect, they are handing out some snacks, but they are pre-packaged up together. So you have the pretzels, a napkin, maybe a little cookie down in there, and a small bottle of water.
To their upright position for landing. Again, all seat backs and tray tables back to their full upright position. We'll be landing in just a few minutes. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened. And just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, it is very late and it has been a long flight. Please check your seat pockets and the area around your feet for small personal items that you might have placed there, like cell phones, iPads, car keys, eyeglasses, and so on. We don't want you to accidentally forget anything and leave it behind. Thank you, and again, welcome to Orlando.
Thank you.
I made it. This is officially the longest I have ever worn one of these in a row, between the flight, the Uber ride, and just waiting. It's probably been 6.5, maybe 7 hours, and with the exception of just kind of tipping it up to sip on a little bit of water, had it on the whole time, and hasn't been too bad. Ooh. Ground's wet. There goes the, definitely gotta catch the next one. I just missed it. Here comes another one. Oh yeah.
Hello, this is Orlando Mayor Blake Dyer. If you're a resident of Central Florida, I want to welcome you. If you're visiting our community, welcome to the city. Orlando is safe and good. I want to assure you, our health and well-being is our top priority. Not only at our world-class theme parks and attractions, but all of our facilities, our restaurants, our retail centers, and Marshall Apartments. We're glad that you are here and we hope that you enjoy the pandemic.
greeted almost immediately with, gosh, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, there's a whole bunch of these. It is definitely not a beehive of activity in here. Heading down to get my rental car. I'm pretty used to this. Every time I come here, I rent a car, so I know where I'm going.
Crosswalk to garage. Walk sign is on the cross. Crosswalk to garage.
Just have to choose one that's gonna, well, I was gonna say choose one that I desire, but I'll pretty much just get whatever they have. And now that I'm done with all that, this is coming off. Made it to my accommodations. Give you a little bit of a tour here. Little kitchen area. A den. Ceiling fan, which is nice. And out of that room into this hallway, you got the sink, facilities, and the bed. That's going to do it for today. If you're new here, please subscribe. By doing so, it helps keep you in the loop and up to date on future uploads here on this channel. Take it a step further. Ring that notification bell, and if you enjoyed this particular episode, give it a big thumbs up. It lets me know you care. I'll see you in the next video, the vlog.